Game Shakers is a 2015 live-action gaming sitcom. It airs on the Nickelodeon, another Nickelodeon TV show that I'm reviewing, and it aired on the 12th, which was, I believe, Saturday. So, Game Shakers is about these two friends. Their names are Babe and Kenzie. They're in, I don't know if it's elementary school or middle school. Okay, it doesn't say. But they create this, their teacher gives them a science project. He wants them to do a science project. And, you know, they become, you know, they become partners on the science project that they're doing. So, Mackenzie, she said that she wants to, you know, do a video game. She's interested in video games. So Babe says, hey, for our science project, want to create a video game. Why not, you know? So they create a video game, and they use this rapper's song in it. His name is Double G, and he's played by Kel Mitchell. And I have grown up on a lot of movies with Kel Mitchell, and I'll get to those in a few minutes. But they show the game to their class, and the teacher is not happy, so he gives them an F. So then they said, you know what, I don't know if this was such a good idea to, you know, create a game. Then suddenly their game is becoming the most downloaded app on, you know, Apple devices and smartphones and everything. So they say, hey, let's create a gaming company. You know, this game is being so popular, let's do it. So they create this gaming, this gaming company, you know, and you know, they're just making money off of it. They're getting all these, you know, cool things in this building that they're working at, and they decide to name the game company Game Shakers. So meanwhile, Double G, the rapper, who's played by Kel Mitchell, he is on his tour plane. He's with his son, played by Benjamin Flores Jr., or you may know him as his rap name, Lil Peanut. So him and his son and a bunch of other people, they're on tour. He's going around the world and everything. And suddenly, his son is playing the game that Babe and Mackenzie made. And he says, hey, Dad, you gotta check this out. Your song's in the video game. And he says, oh, really? And he's like, oh, man, this is awesome. I'm gonna be getting paid and everything. But little does he know, he does not get paid. Then suddenly his, I guess, manager comes in and says, hey, you know, you're not making any money off this song. And he says, oh my gosh, you gotta be kidding me. He says, that's it. Let's go to New York, and I'm gonna teach these girls a lesson from, you know, stealing my game or whatever. So they go to New York, and he says, you know, I found out that you stole my song using it in your game without my permission, and you're not paying me and everything. So they're like, all right, we're sorry. And then he says, you owe me $1.5 billion. And they're like, oh, we don't have that type of money. And then he says, all right, fine. Meet me in court, you know, Wednesday after school or whatever. And then they're like, oh, shoot, what are we going to do? You know, we're going to lose. We worked so hard to get this business, blah, blah, blah. And then Babe says, oh, don't worry about it. We're just not going to show up because he's probably not going to remember it. He has a lot more important things to do. He's a rapper. He's got, you know, everything. Then suddenly Wednesday, oh no, wait, Wednesday was the day they had to go. So Thursday, he arrives in the school, and then he says, you guys forgot to show up to the court hearing. And then they're like, yeah, we did. And then he says, do you guys at least have the money? And then they're like, no. So they go to the Game Shakers headquarters, and Double G is taking all of their furniture and everything that is in their business. And they're saying, man, how can you do this? I can't believe it, blah blah blah. And he says, hey, look, I'm allowed to do that. You guys use my song without permission, so I have the right to do this. So he takes all their stuff, and Mackenzie has this game. It's called Blip It. If you remember that game Bop It, that's what it's a takeoff of. So then they're about to take it, and she's like, no, you can't take this. My grandmother gave it to me. And then Kel looks at it, and then, or Double G, Kel is the guy that plays him. Double G takes it, and he looks at it, and he says, I actually had a Blip It when I was younger, but my dad took it away from me. And the girls are saying, well, see, that's what you're doing with us. By taking away this business, you're taking away our gaming. And then they said, why don't you work with us on these games? And he says, alright, fine. No problem. And then, his son, the guy that Benjamin Forrest Jr. plays, he says, can I talk to you ladies real quick? And Babe and Kenzie are like, yeah, sure. So they go out in the back, and then he says, please let me get a job here. He says, I'm getting bored being on the plane with my dad and, everything. So they give him a job there, and, yeah. So that was the pilot episode. Now, what I thought about this episode was, I liked it. I enjoyed the episode of Game Shakers. Will I continue watching it? Yeah. Will it ever get better? Hopefully, yes. The next episode looks pretty good. If it's very good, then I'll review it. And as I said before, I mostly don't review episodes when they're in the middle of a season, but the only time I'll do it is if it's really good or if it's really bad. Now, I also want to talk about Kel Mitchell, the guy that played Double G in the movie. Kel Mitchell has been a Nickelodeon actor for a while. He's been on All That. He's been on Kenan and Kel, and he was also in Good Burger. I don't know if you could see it that well, but he was in Good Burger. So this TV show, I'm definitely gonna enjoy it with Kel Mitchell in it. I think he's a very funny actor, a very funny comedian. I can laugh at a couple of his things. So yeah, I'm gonna continue watching this, and that's not the only reason. Not just because of Kel Mitchell, but just because this episode was good. It was really good. So yeah, that's it for now. Anyway, guys, leave a comment down below what you thought of this movie. Leave a comment down below what you thought of this TV show if you've seen it. And if you haven't seen it, let me know if you're interested in seeing it. And if you have any requests, also leave that down below. And as usual, guys, rate, comment, and subscribe. Peace out.